Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer in downtown Azle, Texas. That'll be the library right across from us where you see those two flags flying. I never have been in their library here. Need to check it out sometime. Boyd doesn't have a library. You have to use the one in Decatur or in Springtown. I'll get out across this road one of these days. Here we go. Yeah, just so hot today, I just did not feel like walking in that heat. I was even up early. It's just so humid, so I said heck with it. I just came down here and I needed a couple of things at Walmart. I just went to Walmart in Azle and got my walking in. 7 minutes around. It's a big Walmart they have there. A lot of square footage, so 7 minutes per lap. So I got about 30, I did 5 laps. I got 35 minutes in. Much nicer walking in the air conditioning, you know. Let's see here. I don't want to go over to 199. I'll cut down this way. And of course the red light catches us. I'll be right back. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Keep me there too long. Yeah, my son, just wanted to let y'all know, my son, I put it on my community page. He put out you got these flashing red lights here. He put out a video on his Sober Curious Coach channel. So if y'all haven't gone over and checked that out, I'd appreciate it if you would. If you haven't subscribed to him, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. And he put out he made some really good points in his video this morning, talking about sort of peer pressure as far as, you know, you're worrying about if you're thinking about stopping drinking. I'll get it out here in a minute. And he says it a lot way better than I do. He's a teacher. He knows how to communicate. He got that from his mother. But anyway, he made some really good points if you're thinking about sobriety and worrying about pressure from your peers, your friends, then that's what he's talking about. So, yeah, now, what I want to talk about today is I had a lady who's a fairly new subscriber here to the channel, and yeah, I get one about every year or so, new subscriber, and she wanted to hear how I got Luna. You know, the story behind that, because she said she's a dog lover. And so, yeah, I got Luna from the shelter in Decatur back, it's been almost a year now, back end of last October. And I've been a dog person all my life. I could really make this a long video talking about dogs. Might even do another one sometime. But I've always been a dog person. Let's see here. This is tricky here. Like you're at the Grand Prix, man. And my previous dog, a lot of y'all seen her on my videos. I had her in just about all my videos. I had her for like 13 or 14 years, Blanca. And she came to me at a time. I got her out of the shelter in San Antonio. I got her in 2009. And she came to me at a time when I was really struggling with some things that had happened to me in my life, very recent to that. And Blanca, I didn't rescue her, she rescued me. And we had a bond, Blanca and I did. It's just, you know, you've got great dogs, you've had dogs all your life, and the dog before Blanca was named Clyde. I know I'm getting off the story about how I got Luna, but this all builds up to it. Clyde, we had Clyde, he wandered up to our house in Wynwood. We had him for, 10 or 12 years. He was a big old yellow lab, looked just like London. London looks just like Clyde. And, but Blanca was a special one. I mean, I can't explain it, but no dog could ever replace her. But anyway, I lost Blanca in 2023 out in Fort Davis when I was living out there, and all in August. And I went a little over a year without a dog, and everybody on the channel, not everybody, but I had a lot of people encouraging me to get another dog. And I knew I would sooner or later. And we got the perfect setup out there for a dog with that fenced in acre and the other dogs. So anyway, finally I decided, I was looking at the Decatur shelter puts dogs' pictures on there ever so often on Facebook. And I saw this white dog, long-haired white dog, and had the saddest eyes. And it was I wanted a female. And so I went up there the next morning, and she had already been adopted. And that's the same thing happened to me with Blanca. I wanted a white boxer like my son had, and I saw one and drove all the way down to San Antonio, and it had already been adopted. So it all worked out. But they showed me a couple of other dogs that day, and one of them was really friendly and a real nice dog, but it was a pit bull mix, and you could tell it was pit. And there's nothing wrong with pits, it's just the way they're raised, you know. This was a sweet female pit, but a lot of RV parks, they won't take certain breeds of dogs, and a pit is one of them. So that would have sort of limited me. So I turned that dog down. They take you out to a pen, and you walk around, play with the dog, and, you know, see how you bond with it. And then they said, well, wait. I said, I want a laid-back, sweet, laid-back dog. Well, they got the sweet part right. They brought Luna's name at the shelter was Sabrina, which that caught my eye because that's my goddaughter's name. Butch and Sadie Delgado's daughter is named Sabrina, and I've sort of became her godfather, I guess. Not really official, but just from the time she was born. She's up in her 50s now. But so they brought Sabrina out, and that was Luna. And I mean, I couldn't believe she'd been in the shelter for, I think they said she'd been there 2 or 3 weeks, and it's a kill shelter, and they were full. Because she's so pretty, you know, in her eyes and everything. I couldn't believe she was still there and with a disposition. And so usually you have to wait till they get fixed. She wasn't spayed, and they vet down the road from there fixes them. Well, anyway, they didn't have any. She said, the lady said, I'll let you take her home this weekend because it'll open up a kennel for us. We don't have any kennels for her. We got them in little cages, and we've cut off bringing them in now. And so I took her home and everything. She said, but you got to bring her back Monday morning so we can take her to get her fixed. So, and it cost, there's a rich lady, and I guess she's rich, in Decatur that was, I don't know if she's still doing it. She's sponsoring all these adoptions, and to get Luna fixed, all of her shots, the adoption fee, microchipped, everything, it only cost me $30. So that lady picks up the rest of the tab, which is wonderful. I hope she's still doing it, you know, if she can. But anyway, Margaret, I hope that answered your question on how I got Luna. She's worked out really well. She's very well trained. The only thing I got to get her, and she's so friendly that she jumps on people. When she first sees you, she'll try to jump up and lick, you know, and you know, people don't want that. She's putting bruise marks all over my old skinned arms, you know. But that's really the only thing. She sleeps all night, and then about 6:15 in the morning, you know, I'm in that very small trailer. She gets up, lays on the floor, and just stares in there at my bedroom until she sees my head come up, and then she's ready to go outside. She doesn't come and disturb me or anything, you know. So she's worked out great. And this thing's getting really long, so I'll let y'all go. Have a great Friday, guys. And yeah, go over there and check out my son's channel. Hit that like button and share it. Share it if you would. Share his videos around. He's really trying to help people that are really on a fence about stopping drinking, you know. So he's really, I think he could be really helpful. Talk to y'all later. Adios. Bye-bye.